This is or villager. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought AlphaChillua was gonna be going with Samus like you said, but
That's
uh
yes.
probably did their research and said, Villager Terry probably sounds bad for or Villager Samus sounds bad for Samus. Let's go Terry.
Yeah, this week's looking rather. It looks like everybody wants a little bit of taste of offline and not going too many zoners. Everyone's looking for a little bit taste of the mash. And Terry, oh boy, does he got some buttons.
As demonstrated earlier, just a set ago, we do definitely see some buttons coming out from this character. Now I'm just wondering how well Alpha Chalua can do the strings into each other.
Seems like he's not so
Um,
worried about that part right now. He is very focused on utilizing Power Wave as a means to counter zone, which Terry
mhm.
doesn't do so effectively, but Burn Knuckle is what he's been throwing out more than anything, which is a blessing and a curse, because if you land it, then great, but whiffing a Burn Knuckle is one of Terry's more punishable moves on whiff. And Prismoid has no reason to ever try and put himself in a dangerous or even slightly precarious situation as long as he's got those slingshots and these trees ready to back himself up.
as well as the Lloyd Rocket. The Lloyd Rocket is a really difficult
Uh-oh.
move to zone. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I've never seen this setup before, but it is scary.
That's a
30%
30%.
just off of that jab.
Remember when everyone was so scared? I mean, this is the very beginning of the game, where all the villager mains were so scared. They're like, "Oh no, they gave her the jab a jab finisher. I can't do like the infinite jabs anymore." Well, we're thinking with portals now.
Yeah, the thing about zoners
Mm-hmm.
is, oh, don't get
Power.
burn knuckled. The thing about zoners
Throwing
is
them out.
zoners tend to
Speaking
have
of.
to think sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And characters like Villager and Pac-Man think a little bit more than most other zoners because they have tools in their down Bs that definitely deny space. With the tree and with the hydrant. And if you deny space in the proper way, you can see some magic happen like that 30% rapid jab from Villager, which is something I've never seen before, and I'd frankly like to see again if Prismoid can land it.
It seems a little bit precarious, especially trying to deal with Terry in such close proximity. But with Alpha's playing significantly differently to how either people may be used to how Terry plays. Is that yeah, that air dodge was scouted, to say the very least.
Advised, to be honest with you.
Oh, a little bit of a buffer on some of those inputs. That's a not a free punish, I suppose. He whiffs it. He's much more precarious in how he's playing this Terry. He's not respecting bowling ball at ledge. He's not respecting the activity of villagers' moves because a lot
The
of those.
activity.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what other word to use because
No, no, you're no, you're right. It's just I, I I thought you meant like the everyday activities that Villager does. I didn't think you meant like the activity of their attacks.
no,
Just not
I'm
respecting the activities, bro.
truly as I pull my non-existent tie, I'm a true professional. We're only talking about the moves, not their day job. That's too low to the belt.
Oh, come on, man. Villager seems like someone whose day job really contributes to their everyday fighting capability, you know?
Yeah, they've got they're the master of household objects, and oh boy, they're gonna showcase that mastery.
Yeah, look, not everyone can be proficient with planting trees in milliseconds, you know? There's an art form to it that you have to learn over time. And once you learn how to do that, you got to learn how to apply it. And you know, that's the activity, bro. That's what we need to talk about.
Talk about a green thumb.
Yeah.
Planting trees and they just grow.
Well, then chopping him right back down, bro.
Landscaping comes in all forms. Oh, here comes the cloud. All right,
Okay.
going from one like up close kind of character, like really just trying to raw out frame data prismoid, to a little bit more of a passive approach. Okay, that looked like a correction on the stage. It's I don't know how I feel about the Cloud pick because it feels like it's in the same train of thought. Well, a different skill set. It's the same train of thought as Terry, where you're just trying to get close and invalidate the character, which doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily happen with just a run, like a bum rush kind of approach. Like that can work with Fox, who's the pinnacle of rushdown. With something
right.
like Cloud, I'm not as I'm a little bit skeptical, but he's picked it for a reason, so it could be something a little bit more practiced. Okay, a couple up smashes are just wailing around.
Yeah, I also kind of am suspecting that maybe Alpha is trying to go for some kind of disjoints to maybe hit through the slingshot or the Lloyd. But I think in concept that might have been a decent idea, but I don't know how well it's working in practice. Alpha's doing a good job keeping it pretty close. Definitely hitting that back air, dealing some damage. But now
Certainly.
you're Cloud off stage against Villager, and
Yeah, he
you
committed
know,
very early to the limit charge instead of just trying to raw recover, but that's a hard spot to be in if your card is that's a okay. Couple combo
yeah.
here, 28, bowling ball comes
Oh
down.
man,
Is this a dead
that's a
cloud?
dead Cloud.
Yeah, he
That
didn't
is
even have his jump.
that's the Cloud killer, ladies and gentlemen. Um, just this is why you don't disrespect the activities, bro.
Yeah, you can't sleep on the activities. Who knew bowling balls would come into play against anime swordsman man? And this is for Advent Children Cloud. He is the pinnacle of anime swordsman man.
True. But look, canonically, who do you think wins in a fight between your generic anime swordsman? Not that Cloud is generic. That was actually a dumb comparison. But your anime
No, it's Advent
swordsman.
Children Cloud. He's very generic.
Okay, well, your generic anime swordsman versus the equivalent of Tom and Jerry.
I don't know. Cartoons be wild and sometimes.
Exactly. And Villager is definitely a character that I think encapsulates that incredibly well. Look at that, going for the blade beam reversal. It's like I was gonna make a Tom and Jerry reference, but I would have to like look deep in the back of my head for that.
Hey, okay. He
Hey,
can
he
pat
gets a
himself
gets
on
a
the back for that one.
gets a call out finishing touch, a move we never see anymore.
Doesn't kill nearly as early. I mean,
No,
this okay. I'm not gonna say there's a chance, but it's it's definitely within the realm of possibility for Cloud. We just need to see Alpha try and be a little bit more like I wouldn't say
it's over.
aggressive. No, he's gonna get limit, and he didn't. He used his jump. When did he use his jump? No, he
He
used it
uses
to.
jump to
He
get
used it
limit
and then
faster.
charged. He didn't act, which stopped
Yes.
his drift. Right, never mind. Either way, it kind of
Uh,
goes into what we were mentioning. Like Prismoid was able to set up obstacles, hurdles for Alpha